What's going on, guys? So we are actually in the middle of my Olin's project on the V4 here. Basically wrapping up with that, but before I go ahead and throw the fairings back on, we are going to go ahead and we're going to delete the headlights and taillights. Now, this is part of a bigger kit. I'll show you the guys' stuff later, but we're going to go ahead and rip the headlights, taillights, so I don't have to tape them anymore, and this bike is officially race prepped. Real race prepped. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to pull this nose piece off, we're going to get these lights out, among other things I got to do for the track weekends coming up. So let's go ahead, let's keep tearing this bike apart. Finally got it, guys. There we go. That thing's probably like 3 or 4 pounds heavier than that. That's awesome. So let's go ahead. We got to deconstruct. We got to take the inlet thing off of here, and then we should be able to bolt this right up. Sweet. All right, guys. So I got the little plastic fairing piece that kind of goes above the front fender there. Got that separated from the headlight and the part of the intake and all that. Basically where ram air goes below the headlights, but got the headlights separated from that. So now we can figure out, are we losing any weight? Which we absolutely are. All right, so let's go ahead and let's weigh it up on the scale here. All right, guys, so Courtney's helping me out. We're gonna let's weigh the headlights first. I got to tear it out. I got a little like prop on there because these are kind of a funny shape, but anyway, let's see what the headlight weighs, see if I can get it on there without it like falling over. 3.6? 3.6, we'll call that, that's close enough. All right, 3.6, I'm gonna guess 1.2 for this. Maybe not even 1.2. So light. Oh, wow. Okay. 1.2. 1.3.
Yeah.
So what is that? 3.6 and 1.3?
I don't remember the first number you told me.
Another 2.3 pounds.
I got out of bed for this.
Yeah. She did get out of bed for this. Everybody thank Courtney.
Oh, and also, we need to talk about, oh God, we need to talk about how awesome I am, because look at this. It was in his room, taking up precious wall space, and now it's in the garage.
She's pretty good. All right, guys, so it is the next day here. Did a whole bunch of stuff yesterday. Obviously, I was working on the forks and stuff like that. I'm kind of doing 2 videos at once here. And then we removed the headlights, weighed everything up. So we took care of all that last night. So let's go ahead, let's start actually, it's over there. Let's go ahead and start putting the fake headlight back in. We'll get that installed and we'll start taking the tail part apart. Then what else do we need to do? Before I get too far, I'm gonna do a tire change, at least on the front. But yeah, otherwise, let's go ahead, let's knock it out. Let's get the bike back together. We'll find out how much we lose weight-wise with the tail light removal. And I decided I'm gonna wait to take off this cover over here until I do a shock in the back. I am gonna be doing a shock here soon. I just don't feel like dealing with it right now because it looks like the tank and the subframe have to come off, which means part of the exhaust has to come off. Just to get that stupid cover off. Don't want to deal with it. A lot of work, and if I do a shock, all that stuff, I'm just gonna take it off anyway, just to make room for myself. So too much work for now for just a silly cover, so I'll take care of that another time. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get this thing back together here. All right, guys, there we go. It's all that whole shroud piece is put back together. Just a couple screws, I think 6 in total. It's actually 2 pieces. This top little box here, and then the rest of that piece that's underneath the nose. So officially blacked out. Alright guys, so the last thing I do, I just gotta zip tie the wiring back up. Other than that, front end is done, so let's go ahead, let's start tearing apart the back here, and we'll go ahead and throw the taillight delete, weigh it up, see if we lose any weight on this side. Just like that, that's not that bad. Guys, there's only that one bolt. Really, it was a screw. Really only one screw holding these taillights on, just right under here. Just gotta take off, obviously, rear cowling, and then take off the little part with the, whatever this cover is, whatever you wanna call that. So then you just slide right out. It's super easy. All you gotta do is just the wiring, take that out. So we'll figure that out real quick. I think it might just pop out. Maybe. Oh, actually there's a quick disconnect right here. Easy, easy. Oh yeah. Piece of cake. All right guys, so here we go. Here is the OG taillight. .1, 0.97. Okay, 0.1 pounds. I guess every tenth is absolutely critical. So, guys, backside's done. Super easy. Took maybe 3 minutes at worst, honestly. There was the connector for the lights. Is just a single connector over here. Let's see if I can show you in there. It did come with a little connector cap. There was no connector cap for the front. They just still plugged into the assembly right here. But yeah, other than that, super, super easy on the back. So let's go ahead, let's start throwing the bike back together. Otherwise, really nothing left to do on this thing, as of now at least. So yeah, let's go throw the fairings back on.